Hello. This is an experiment involving epoxy and sodium nitrate and a few other accelerants. I've got a bit of a firework mixed into here to increase its reactivity. So the sodium nitrate should react with the epoxy to reduce it. I'm anticipating that it will produce a ridiculous amount of fire for maybe 30 to 40 seconds. I've stuck a fuse into it. Oh, here goes nothing. Emphasis on nothing. And the fuse went out completely. I will just torch it directly. I intend on getting a puddle of molten sodium nitrate going to complete the combustion. But it appears to be sinking the heat that it is producing. I was hoping it would produce a runaway reaction. It doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, maybe. Yes. It's dependent on gravity currently, as it has a puddle of nitrate salt suspended on the epoxy. Now, hopefully, the nitrate won't fall off the side. I apologize for the camera focus. It looks like the primary heat source fell off the side. So right now it is just a mess. I'm not entirely sure what is going on in this scene. I think there's a small amount of nitrate interacting at the base of it, accelerating the combustion at the top half. Yes, that is probably what is going on. From what I can see with my own eyes, there is a little bit of salt adhering to the side of the puck, and it is continuing to burn on account of surface tension, which enables it to interact with the fuel. So almost all the reaction you see here is occurring at the bottom of this. I'm going to try and trigger further reaction at the top. It appears to simply be sloughing off. Well, it seems the primary application is a fire starter. I was hoping for a much more violent burnout. It looks like the reaction is going to peter out on its own. Possibly. Right now the wind is quite cold and reasonably strong. So the fire is reactivating itself every time it goes out, which suggests that the heat of the molten salt is sufficient to reignite it. The intensity of the reaction is roughly half of what it was a few minutes ago. This appears to be operating on the principle of a candle, or rather a oil rag candle. As the material melts and slides off the surface, it accumulates on the bottom, where it deposits the salts that were embedded in it, and then the salts are melted and proceed to react with the conveying molten epoxy. The reactivity is dropping as the angle of the fuel source changes. In case you can't tell, the surface of the plastic, or epoxy, is sort of boiling. last gust of wind there has excited the reaction considerably. Right, I'm going to bring this into the light so you can see what's going on here. It started as a puck and burned for, well, it may continue burning for maybe 15 minutes. But I'm inclined to let it go out because it's getting really cold out here. Interesting. Every time it threatens to go out, the reaction proceeds to start over again. I think that's it. It's still smoking, but there doesn't seem to be enough heat left to reignite it. So yeah. It smells terrible. Absolutely disgusting. I think it's involving a little bit of sulfur. Smells like farts. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good night.